Good evening and welcome. Glad to have you along for this Tuesday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at Detroit, and they're a rising team, climbing to 5th on the board.
When I look at Orlando, they're making a push. They're looking up of late as they continue to make their way in the top 10. Improvement on the court showing up on the charts.
I'll look at Orlando's opening lineup. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wing, it'll be Bain and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the 1 spot. And for the Hawks, Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. And it's Risacher in at the 3, the small forward. We've just started up this season, Grant. What's important for players right now?
You know, I think it's finding a good routine, especially for those on new teams. The earlier you figure out what works for you, the quicker you'll get comfortable.
Now here's Wagner. Playing Washington, he was nearly unstoppable. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Wagner will battle you inside now. He's not afraid to embrace and even initiate contact.
Here's Young. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover. With the bucket.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Back to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And Atlanta has possession, following the three-point basket by Orlando. Fires from the wing. Outside Risacher. Pass to Young. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Porzingis. Young finds Porzingis. And he makes it.
Porzingis able to use that 7'6" wingspan to full effect, beating everybody to the board and then quickly cashing in.
Suggs against Young. And it's slammed in by Carter.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Daniels outside. Back to Young. The rebound by Carter.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Wagner, the pass to Suggs. Risacher with the ball. Wagner picks him up. Risacher drives in.
Good to see Risacher attacking like that. When he sees the lane open up, he gets real aggressive.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Wagner on the wing. There's the 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. The Hawks trailing. Well, when you need a bucket late in games, Franz Wagner seems to be your guy, Clark.
Yeah, he's made a name for himself as a fourth quarter producer. I mean, time and time again, Wagner has made a big play at both ends of the floor to help his team late. And that's how you become a clutch performer.
Buries it from 3. Wagner's got his second bucket on the night.
They've missed just 1 of 5 shots so far. I like the look of this offense.
Suggs against Young. Johnson for 3. Rebounded by Suggs.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Banchero. The rebound by the Hawks. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
Their reserves have to step up this time around and get stops. That was the difference the last time these teams played.
I couldn't agree with you more. They allow some opposing reserves to get it going. You know the stars are going to get their point. But when you allow those second unit guys to get it going, that's when you're in trouble.
Orlando with the ball, following the score by Atlanta. Wagner, left side. 6 on the shot clock. Picked by Carter. Here's Suggs. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Suggs works that pick and roll to create for himself, looking for any opportunity to beat that defense.
Here's Rizashay. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Orlando's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Wagner, the pass to Bain. And here's Banchero. Fader on the way. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 2 over Bain. No good. That would have tied it. The Magic have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
It's the Hawks.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Daniels. And the Magic making a change here as well. De Silva's checked in. The free throw drops for Bain. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, the Magic now looking to take the next step, Clark.
You know, B.A., making the playoffs was the first step for this young core. And now that they have some experience, they've added some talent, too. So they're determined to continue to progress towards championship contending status.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Suggs finds Carter. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Oh, so ferocious on the drive. I mean, have to be impressed watching Banchero just throw it down.
Hawks trail by 7. Outside, Alexander Walker. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Bain. Johnson passes to Alexander Walker. Outside Young. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Suggs outside. To the left side wing. Banchero against Johnson. And it's Orlando with another.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Porzingis misses. Orlando leading by 7. Here's Banchero. Kicks it out to Bain. Here's De Silva. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Atlanta's gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. And Young, here we go. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young.
First in opponent points per game, and they caused a lot of headaches with their on-ball defense. They cracked the top 10 in team steals. Wanted a few games changed because of their aggressive D.
And they wanted to make an impact on the defensive end and accomplish that goal. First in the league in blocks, a defensive powerhouse. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Then for Orlando, Bataze's checked in for Carter. Black comes in for Bain, and it's Jones in for Suggs. Bataze a screen on Young. Jones, the pass to Black. Bataze, it's good on the putback. And the Magic lead by 9.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Here's Young. Pass to Rizashay. 4-3, and no good.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Banchero outside. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
There's Young with the three. Orlando grabs the miss.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
I just love the ball.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Fans, it's time to get down with your mascot. Let's groove. Let's hear it for your champion.
All right, for this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. Orlando, number 1.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 11-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Here's Jones. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to Banchero. Back to Jones. Here's De Silva. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fade away. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
In terms of volume, Trae Young is up there in three-point shooting. He's never shy from deep.
Jones against Young. Batazia screen on Young. Jones from outside. Drops in the 3. And the Magic lead by 11.
You can't help but look toward their defense. And they're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Johnson. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Now here's Black. No points so far. Outside Jones. Batazia screen on Young. Here's Jones. It's rebounded by Rizachet. Hawks trail by 9. Young with it. He's picked up by Jones. And Young gets it to go.
He's such a skillful shooter. Young going with the gentle make.
With the bucket. Assist from
Young against Jones. Over to the wing. Back to Banchero. The rebound by Atlanta.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
To the inside. Here's De Silva, guarded by Okongwu. Pass to Batazia. Here's the steal. It's picked off. Banchero against Johnson. Banchero passes to Batazia. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Well, the Hawks shooting with confidence in this one. 48% in the first quarter. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Wow, Johnson using a great move on the bounce.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to De Silva. Back to Banchero. Batazia with a screen. Shot clock at 6. Orlando again missing.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Young. Plenty of space. Again, Atlanta.
The execution has been better lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They made a nice push to keep it close.
Jones from outside. No good on the buzzer beater. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Orlando ahead, up by 3. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far.
Hawks trail by 3. All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. They've got Wagner. Desmond Bane is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Goga Batadze, and it's De Silva in at the 3. Kennard can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside Jones. Back to Wagner. Nifty move. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Wagner's got 7 points.
Good work by Wagner there, taking advantage of a point-blank opportunity.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Wallace. They kick it out to Porzingis. Outside, Alexander Walker. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Launches it. Knocks down the triple.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Magic. They've led by as many as 11. Wagner against Kennard. Wagner, the pass to Bane. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Bane's got his second basket on the night.
Yeah, really, Bane is more of an inside or outside guy. He has to adjust for the mid-range.
Here's Wallace. It's rebounded by Batadze. Orlando leading by 4. And here's Jones. 9 points in his last outing. Bane finds Wagner. Shoots over Okongwu. Porzingis grabs the board.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Kennard for 3. And the Hawks with another 3.
He's really a good passer for a big man, guys. Porzingis very solid in setting up his teammates.
Now here's Jones. Watched by Wallace. Now here's Jones. Pass to Batadze. Rebound Atlanta. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one, and that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And so now a timeout call by Jamal Mosley. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Checked in for Atlanta, then for Orlando. Wagner's checked in for Batadze. Howard comes in for De Silva, and Suggs is subbed in for Jones. Orlando trailing here. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist from Suggs. And it's 9 points for Franz Wagner. Tipped. Wagner with a steal. On the wing, Bane. Covered by Alexander Walker. Pass to Suggs. Now Wagner. 5 on the clock. Here's Bane. Knocked away. Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. Outside, Alexander Walker. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Alexander Walker. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Alexander Walker's got 5.
Beautiful reverse using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
Pass to Wagner. Now here's Bane. Defense is right there. Crosses over. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And what concentration from Bane. Hit, and he still makes it.
Orlando shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Johnson, he's checked in for Kennard. Free throw drops for Bain. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, BA, it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
The three, Porzingis. Oh, KP with the three.
This is why Porzingis is special. I mean, exceptional accuracy from range for a man of his size.
Wagner, the pass to Bain. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. The Hawks have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. Well, with Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Clark, his versatility may be his greatest asset.
Yeah, I agree with you there, B.A. I mean, he can initiate the offense if he needs to. He can certainly score off the catch and make plays off the dribble. He's got good positional size at about 6'5", and he can guard multiple positions.
And that one misses. And the second free throw is good. And he nails the third.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
Suggs with it. Outside Bain. All sorts of time. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in. Bain's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Okongwu. Now Johnson. Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Bain. The kick out to Johnson. Porzingis with a screen on Howard. Johnson against Wagner. Great D that time from Wagner. Orlando has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Great crossover to get free. Wagner's got 11 points. And it's Daniels with the ball for Atlanta. Pass to Johnson. On the wing, Alexander Walker. His shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
It's stolen by Johnson. To the middle. KP wrecks the rim.
Boy, this team takes on a different attitude when Porzingis imposes his will like that. His energy and attitude, infectious.
Outside Bain. Back to Wagner. Just 5 on the clock. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. And, guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Free throw good. Wagner.
When you look at Franz Wagner, I mean, he's got height and skill, and he really knows how to play. He's got a great understanding and feel for the game. He's just one of those versatile, high-level performers that you love to watch play.
Now here's Young. 26 points for him last game against the Cavs in Cleveland.
You know, when you throw in the assist, he had a monster night.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here. Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
Takes the three. Wow! Young from deep three-point territory.
Well, Young is one of those guys you have to take seriously anywhere inside half court.
Wagner, the pass to Black. Batase, a screen on Young. Pass to Batase. Kicks it out to Wagner. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. While we have a moment, let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league last season. Number 5, the Hawks.
Boy, they do an excellent job offensively. Most of the season last year, they were really in sync. A nice flow and rhythm to their offensive game. But anytime you score the points they did, it's about unselfishness and trusting each other.
And Caro's checked in for Franz Wagner. And there's the lob. Oh, the dunk by a Kongwu.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Now here's Ben Caro. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Wizards in Washington. Daniels passes to a Kongwu. Oh, the dunk by a Kongwu.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Pass to Ben Caro. Yes, Paolo Banchero for 2.
Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
Daniels outside. Back to Young. Pass to Kennard. The 3 is up. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Atlanta making some changes here. Porzingis is checked in for a Kongwu, and it's Rizichet in for Kennard. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Jones comes in for Howard. Orlando with the ball. They trail by 7. Pass to Banchero. Now here's Black. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. Here's Carter. No good with a layup.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Right side Johnson. Back to Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Young. Here's the 3. De Silva with the rebound. Magic trail by 9. Now Black. It's stolen by Daniels. Jumps up. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And leaking out well in transition. I mean, I like seeing Daniels get rewarded for hustling.
Pass to Jones. To the left wing. 58 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Outside Rizichet. There's Young with the 3. That shot off the mark.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Catching the defender just a little bit out of position allowed Black to earn a trip to the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
2 shots.
And he makes a first.
A guard with outstanding size and really impressive playmaking abilities. For Anthony Black, it's really about continuing to develop as a scorer.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Orlando again missing. Now Risache.
Orlando foul. Precision. 10 seconds. Orlando substitution. Franz Wagner. Desmond Bain. Jalen Suggs.
Here's Risache with one on the clock. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so that's the end of the first half. Atlanta on top, leading by 9. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Boy, what a great performance by Trae Young.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Atlanta with the ball. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. Johnson and Porzingis there inside. And it's Young in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Pass to Daniels. The 3 is up. And Young the bucket on the assist by Daniels. Young's got 17 points.
Yeah, Trae Young can change the course of a game with his outside shooting.
Carter, a screen on Young. Suggs the pass to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
And it's Orlando on the break. From deep, Banchero. From distance, Paolo.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Outside Johnson. Back to Young. Top of the key. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. Banchero finds Wagner. Now Suggs. Payne surveying the D. It's stolen by Johnson. They've got numbers. Young with it. Now Carter defending. Daniels, that one's true.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
Suggs outside. On the wing, Bain. 3-pointer. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 9 rebounds now. Pass to Young. Now here's Risache, defended by Wagner. Left side Risache. Clock at 6. Banked it in off the glass. And now a 12-point Atlanta lead.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Wagner on the wing. Risache covering. It's stolen by Johnson. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Shakes him. And it's good on the layup. Johnson's got 8 points.
And just outstanding hustle from Johnson. When he gets a step on the D in the open floor, it's over.
Outside Bain, looking to win the run. They get it back. Banchero. Second chance effort. Can't get the layup. The Hawks lead by 14. Johnson passes to Young. Back to Johnson. Takes a three. Orlando with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
Well, Clark, when we watch Paolo Banchero play, you can forget he's 6'10".
And he's a locomotive. I mean, he's probably 255 pounds, and all of it is cable wire. I mean, that's why he went first overall. That combination of skill, ball handling, dexterity, agility, and force. He's 25 points a game and also 5 assists. At his size, you don't see that kind of production. When you're the #1 pick like Banchero, the expectations are through the roof. But Paolo is well-grounded. He's got his feet on the ground, head squarely focused. He's embracing the challenge and meeting it so far.
Pass to Bain. Fires the three. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist. 13 points in the game.
He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Here they are.
And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. Orlando, #1.
They built a reputation around the league last season. Do not test them at the rim.
Outside Risache. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Risache's got 8.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, because Carter Jr. is so dynamic athletically, his teammates have a lot of confidence in him finishing the alley-oop.
Here's Young. 17 points in the game. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The new collective bargaining agreement is pushing parity. Commissioner Adam Silver said teams are realizing that there are real teeth in those second apron provisions. The goal was to put all 30 teams in a better position to compete. I think we're on our way to doing just that. Back to you guys.
Leveling the playing field. Thanks for the update, Allie. Now here's Banchero. 14 points for him. Outside Bain. Banchero surveys. 4 on the clock. Carter, a screen on Johnson. The 3 from Banchero. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort. I really like how he's playing tonight, taking good, smart shots, playing his game.
Wagner outside. Here's Banchero. Nails the baby hook. Banchero's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Daniels outside. Here's Risache. He's got 13. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Risache is just pouring it in on offense. He's found a rhythm and is determined to keep it going.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Orlando making some changes. De Silva comes in for Wagner. And Black subbed in for Bain.
It's time for the Hawks Heights Ball. Let's give it up for your Hawks Heights Ball.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. 17-point game. Carter, a screen on Young. And here's Suggs. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Carter can't get it to go. Atlanta leading by 17. Porzingis passes to Young. And he's going for the lob. Here's De Silva. Banchero outside. Black outside. Left side Carter. Over Porzingis. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Carter's got 6 points in the quarter.
When they get it to Carter Jr. down low, it's normally a fruitful trip.
Now here's Risacher. Tightly guarded. Outside Porzingis. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Porzingis has got 11 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's Suggs. Shoots. It's rebounded by Risacher.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Oh, Banchero throws it down.
In transition, Banchero already knows to turn on the Jets. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense to catch up on him at all.
Now here's Young. 17 points in the game. Porzingis in the post. He's checked by Carter. Young against Suggs. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
The free throw off from Suggs.
I like a lot of things about Suggs. His toughness and physicality, though, kind of stand out, especially at both ends of the floor. And I think he just continues to grow as a player.
Now here's Young. Back to Risacher. Lets the three fly. They get it back.
And really, Johnson is an elite rebounder. So you have to be aware where he is and get a body on him.
Suggs with it. Off target at the rim.
That's a rarity for him, especially against a soft defense.
Young, the pass to Porzingis. Over Batase. And he can't bank that one in. Magic trail by 15. And Carroll with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. And it's Black penetrating. Nice D from Alexander Walker. Atlanta's gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Pass to Young. Back to Risacher. Another steal. Suggs against Young. Here's Banchero. Oh, they pick off the pass. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. The three, Porzingis. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists here tonight. Black outside. Pass to Suggs. Batase a screen on Young. Just 5 to shoot. And Batase gets it to go. Batase's got 6 points.
The pick and roll is all about creating options. I like the decision there on the pass by Suggs.
Outside Risacher. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Banchero.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And the first one at the line is good. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Kennard comes in for Young. Then for Orlando, Franz Wagner checked in for Banchero, and Tyus Jones subbed in for Suggs. So he gets them both. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. Jones feels it out. Pass to De Silva. The three ball. He drops it from range. He's got 7.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Now here's Porzingis. 14 points for him. 6 to shoot. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Nights like this tonight, I mean, that's why you pay Porzingis max money at times. He simply just carries the offense.
Up top, Black. Risache covering. Now Black. Into the lane. Comes up empty down low.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
On the wing, Risache. 18 points for him. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Batase's got his 5th rebound in this one. Jones drives in. Wagner outside. The teardrop, and he sinks the layup. Wagner's got 16 points now.
That's the finesse part of his game right there, lofting in that little teardrop.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to that big lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter on the court for the Magic. Franz Wagner out there with Goga Bitadze. Then it's Anthony Black. Then there's Tyus Jones. And it's De Silva in at the 3.
At 6'10", you love the versatility that Franz Wagner provides. I mean, this guy's very effective in the 2-man game.
The Hawks lead by 13. Wagner with a steal. Out to the right wing. For 3, De Silva with the bucket.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Now here's a Kongwu. It's Johnson with a drive, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And with his size and speed, it's hard to stay in front of Johnson without fouling.
The free throw drops for Johnson.
After averaging just about 3 points per game as a rookie, Jalen Johnson has put so much work into his game and has become a very good NBA player.
That one's no good. Magic trail by 11. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Wagner. There's the triple. No good. 8 for 11 from the floor now. And it's Daniels with the ball for the Hawks. They led by as many as 18. Johnson finds Daniels. Back to Johnson. From outside the arc. Knocks down the long J. And And the Hawks lead by 14.
He has zero hesitation from Johnson, trusting his shot.
Jones, the pass to Wagner. Black outside. Orlando moving the ball around. Natase with a screen. The shot goes as the ref calls the blocking foul. And he's on his way to the line.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Wagner's checked in for Orlando.
De Silva at the line for one.
The Hawks lead by 11. Daniels outside. Pass to Johnson. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
Magic ball.
And a look now at Atlanta's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And looking at the Clippers matchup, that one might be worth keeping an eye on. It's always a great matchup when those teams face off.
Pass to De Silva. Wagner on the wing. To the paint. It's stolen by Okongwu. And a fast break now for Atlanta. The fadeaway. And another basket for Atlanta. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Black, right side. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
First, team second. At the line for your Hawks. Daniel, 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
They're really shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're holding a late lead.
He makes 1 or 2 that time. Magic trail by 12. On the wing, Jones. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Kennard on the wing. The baseline J. He squares up and sinks it.
You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong.
Now here's Black. Pass to Wagner. Here's De Silva. Launches a 3. Drills it from deep.
Boy, what a pass. Part of Wagner's total offensive package.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Alexander Walker with it. Guarded now by Black. Good work defensively by Black. Magic trail by 11. With some arc. Wagner outside. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Wagner's got 20.
Really like how Wagner has really gone after it on offense. That's part of why he's hot right now.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Atlanta making some changes here. Porzingis has checked in for Johnson. Risache comes in for Kennard. And it's Trae Young in for Alexander Walker. And the Magic making a change here as well. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Franz Wagner. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Bane. Wagner with a screen. Bane, the pass to Wagner. And stolen by Porzingis. Inside. That's good from Okongwu. On the assist from Risache. Risache's got 5 assists tonight. Magic trail by 11. Outside Jones. Outside Bane. Black outside. 4 on the clock. Jones from outside. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds now.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Courageous play by Young. I mean, he goes inside and gets past the contact to his shot.
And here's Jones. On the wing, Bane lets it go from deep. The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu's got 5 rebounds tonight. Atlanta leading by 13. There's Young with the 3. They grab their own miss. Outside Risache. Back to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Great lead pass, anticipating where his man was going to be, not where he was.
Wagner with a screen on Daniels. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And Atlanta making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Then for Orlando, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. And Carroll comes in for De Silva. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Jones. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on defense.
Now here's Suggs. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, Clark, let me ask you this. What can other big men learn from Wendell Carter Jr.?
I like his steadiness. He's shown a maturity since he's been in the league. He doesn't seem to get too high or low emotionally. You need fire and competitiveness and physicality to play down low, but you still have to control yourself, and I think he does a good job of that.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, Wendell Carter Jr. really epitomizes the modern big man. He can stretch the floor and do work on the glass, giving you high utility on both ends.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Jalen Johnson comes in for Okongwu. And Daniels is subbed in for Alexander Walker. And so Carter nails them both. Here's Young. Pass to Risache. The kick out to Johnson. From deep. It's hauled in by Black. Magic trail by 16. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Zachary Risache. And Clark, for decades now, we've seen the Western Conference have the upper hand. Any reason you can fathom?
Not really, other than the tide shifts on occasion based on who the players are on teams in each conference. Maybe some of that frontier spirit coursing through, although I don't quite believe that as a major factor. One thing you see in the West, though, a lot of smaller market teams, and historically they've done a good job of how they run those clubs.
And he sinks the second. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They led by as many as 18. And he lobs it up. Oh, deflected. Bain, the pass to Banchero. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And that's now 20 points for Paolo Banchero.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Back to Young. High arcing shot. The three from Rizashay. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 8 assists in the game.
Boy, he's looked unstoppable this half. Maybe he got a little pep talk over the break.
Now here's Suggs. And Carroll with a screen on Young. Here's Suggs. Uses the glass on the layup.
That's the thing about Suggs, a footballer in high school. He gives you physicality in the backcourt.
Pass to Rizashay. Beyond the arc. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Here's Suggs. To the right side. From deep, Banchero. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Ooh, impressive fadeaway right there. 18 points for Kristaps Porzingis. On the wing, Bain. Pass to Banchero. Now Black. And the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's foul number 2 for him. Franz Wagner checked in for Black.
Orlando substitution. Number 22, Franz Wagner.
Now here's Suggs. Here's the floater. He can't get that one to fall. Atlanta leading by 19. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Suggs. Johnson passes to Young. And here's Rizashay. Johnson a screen on Banchero. The three from Rizashay. He's got another one. That's 10 for 15 now.
And you see how dangerous Rizashay can be from deep, especially considering how fast his release is.
Wagner outside. Back to Suggs. And that time also a missed shot. Atlanta is shooting an efficient 64%. Excellent. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Richardson's checked in for Bain, and it's Jones in for Suggs. Presentation of the player of the game, Zachary Rizashay.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
Boy, he's been struggling a lot in the past few games. Good to see him bounce back with such a strong effort here tonight. There's a minute 59 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Johnson. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And so the NBA draft is now 2 days. How much of a difference do you think that makes, Grant?
I think it shows the increasing importance of second-round picks. With teams up against the cap, they need that cheap depth. And also, it's an opportunity to get TV viewers over 2 days rather than just one.
The free throw drops for Johnson, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. Kennard comes in for Risache. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Daniels. And Krejci subbed in for Young. And a change for the Magic. Black's checked in. And Johnson drops them both. 1:50 left in the fourth quarter. Jones with the ball. Black outside. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Gay's checked in for the Hawks. Now here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Krejci. 1:22 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. So many great young players coming into this league, Clark. It puts pressure on those aging vets.
Yeah, the Hall of Famer Kevin McHale described it like this. He said, I see everything that I could do. I just can't do anything about it. That's a tough feeling. And I didn't have to actually experience that because I got injured early in my career and had to pack it up that way.
First one falls for him. He does not get the second one. Making a name for himself. Goga Bitadze. What do you like about him, Clark?
Well, you start with that wingspan and his basketball IQ. I mean, anytime he's near the rim, he's a problem at both ends. He's got a knack for scoring the ball in the paint. And again, you just can't overlook that size and length.
And another miss by Orlando. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Now here's Alexander Walker, down low. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. He buries it from 3.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's Howard. They still need this. And rejected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
Six on the shot clock. Jones, the pass to Bitadze. He gets it in there.
Goga Bitadze.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Now Alexander Walker. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Trey, this is a young team. Talk about the chemistry and the connection and how you play together.
I mean, you're around us outside of the locker room. You can tell why we support each other so well, and the energy we have for each other on the court. I mean, you can tell the reason why we do that. And I mean, I love this group.
The connection is there on and off the court. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. And let's reveal our player of the game, Zachary Risache.